Hey Mustangs, I'm Dylan Case,
Vance Daniels.
and welcome to Mustang Report 1. Student election worker, do you want to earn money while helping democracy? Then apply to be a student election clerk for May 3rd election. Applications are available in the library or in room 253. The deadline to submit the application is Friday, April 4th, so don't wait. Theater car wash. Also, congratulations to the theater for moving on. Okay. Congratulations. Okay. They have a car wash Saturday, April 5th. 3232 Levon Drive, 10 a.m. through 4 p.m. Make sure y'all show up to that car wash. Class of 2025 senior brunch this Sunday, April 6th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Plano Event Center. Must have selected this option on your senior contract and paid in full to be able to go.
Wrangler applications. Are you interested in being a Wrangler next year? Applications are available outside room 122 and room 240. Applications due at the end of the day on Friday, April 11th. See Ms. Ferguson and Coach Hawkins. Wednesday, April 9th is the English 1 EOC. Now on to Evie with Mac and Tech.
Hello, Mustangs. So I did not find a multimeter, but I had already tested the graphics card beforehand, and I already knew what the problem was. There was a port on the VGA that was just a little broken. So the HDMI port worked fine. For the past 3 days at my IT class, we have been setting up routers and switches to do NAT, which means that I'm going to rant to you about it. So, what is NAT? Well, NAT is essentially the lifeblood of IPv4. If you've ever seen IP in a movie or something, it's probably IPv4. It is in dotted decimal notation, and it looks something like this. So you've probably seen it before. The problem with IPv4 is that there's a very limited amount of them. There are only 4 point something billion, and all of us have at least 2 devices. And there are 8 billion people on Earth. Even assuming everyone only had 1 device, we still don't have enough. So NAT is, what if we took a bunch of devices and gave them all one IP address? NAT works in tandem with PAT to accomplish this. It essentially turns a public IP address into a private IP address. The thing in your home, that would be private. Devices, when you Google something, that would be public. The IP that Google sees is a public IP that is well tracked, maintained, and kept by ICANN. I promise you, if you ever connect to a server with anything short of a VPN, you can be tracked. Doxing is not hard. Anyone who knows what they're doing can do it. In other words, be careful what you say online, kids. What NAT does is it receives or sends traffic by changing your IP address on your computer, the one that you can actually see, into a public one that the internet can see and read and respond to. PAT allows traffic to come into your network and allows multiple devices to use the internet at the same time by assigning each device a port number in which traffic directed at that port will go to that computer. And port forwarding is a nice, easy way to force all traffic incoming on a port to go to a specific computer all of the time. This is used mostly for servers, things that have set IP addresses and cannot change their port numbers or their IP address. Anyway, that's all, Mustangs. Later.
Now on to Cole with Word of the Week.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Word of the Week. I'm Cole, as always. Today our word is going to be artificer. It is a noun which originated in 14th century French. The definition of this word could be a skilled craftsman or inventor, or, for the British military, a skilled mechanic in the former army. An example of this word could be the artificer could fix any engine. Thanks for joining this week, and I'll see you next time.
Hey everyone, it's Elena. I I just wanted to let you guys know that April 6th through April 12th is National Library Week. During National Library Week, teachers and students get together to honor our nation's libraries and library workers, as well as to promote library use and support. We know our library workers work hard to provide free access to books, resources, and technology that improves our students' lives. Our librarians are all-stars, and we appreciate all they do. There are different ways to celebrate, whether it's encouraging everyone to thank a library worker today, or write your librarians and library aides a thank you note, or even taking pictures and creating videos using the hashtag GIC Effect or National Library Week, or We Love Our GIC Librarians. Thank you guys so much for everything you do, and make sure to thank our local librarians.
Thank you, Ms. Fuller, for everything you do.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson, for being so involved in all the students.
Thank you, Ms. Skowalski, for being so inspirational.
Thank you, Mr. Verossi, for all you do.
Thank you, Ms. Hoke, for all the hard work you do.
Once again, I just wanted to say thank you to all of our wonderful APs. Hope you guys have a wonderful week, and see you next time, Mustangs.
Hi, my name is Elisheva Piles, and I will be introducing a Passover tradition called matzah. So the plain Passover flatbread, known as matzah, shows its sweeter side. The Jewish calendar is full of holidays with rich food histories, whether it's latkes and sufganiyot for Hanukkah or the decadent fast-breaking of Yom Kippur. Food is inextricably linked to celebrating for the Jewish people. One of the religion's most iconic holiday foods is eaten during the week-long spring festival known as Passover or Pesach, which commemorates the Israelites' departure from ancient Egypt. Available in sheet or meal form, matzah becomes ubiquitous around the holiday, making appearances in appetizers, main courses, and even desserts. Love it or loathe it, this little cracker has a big history. Jews snack on matzah because of the Passover prohibition against eating leavened food, or chametz, throughout the holiday's duration. That's because Passover centers on the retelling of the biblical Exodus tale, an epic story that encompasses the Israelite slavery in Egypt, their eventual release by the Pharaoh, and their trek to the land of Canaan through the Sinai Desert. According to legend, the fleeing Israelites left their bondage in such a hurry that they didn't even wait for the bread dough to rise. Another theory holds that matzah-like flatbreads were simply easier to carry through the desert than regular bread. Whatever the custom's origin, it's not enough to just abstain from leavened foods during Passover. Observant Jews, like me and my family, purge their homes of every trace and crumb of chametz, often using the process as an excuse for some deep spring cleaning. One final sweep for chametz traditionally takes place the night before Passover begins. Once bread has been removed from the house, its crispier replacement, matzah, gets its annual chance to shine. Strict standards govern the baking of the matzah. Its flour and water must be mixed very quickly to prevent fermentation, and it must be pricked during the baking process so it won't puff or rise. The matzah is then either left to harden and crisp or pulverized into a meal. Matzah flatbreads serve a ceremonial role during the Passover dinner or Seder and stand in for their sliceable cousin throughout the week. As for matzah meal, it's a key ingredient in the dumplings that crown the most signature Jewish comfort food, matzah ball soup. And that's matzah, a Passover tradition.
Now on to sports with Dylan and Dejan.
What's good, Mustangs? I'm Dejan Thompson.
And I'm Dylan Case.
And welcome back to the coach's office.
These are your weekly sports announcements, Mustangs. Varsity tennis, Friday, April 4th, at the post-April Fools Tournament, 8 a.m. at the Wilkerson Stadium courts in Rockwall. Softball games, Friday, April 4th versus Wiley East, JV at 5 p.m., varsity at 6:30 p.m., their away games. Softball games, Saturday, April 5th versus North Garland, JV at 11 a.m., varsity at 12:30 p.m. Those are away games. Make sure to get your tickets online and go to those games.
Baseball game, Saturday, April 5th versus JJ Pierce, JV at 10 a.m., varsity at 1 p.m., home games. JV2 baseball, Saturday, April 5th versus JJ Pierce, 10 a.m. through 12 p.m., away games. Baseball games, Tuesday, April 8th versus South Garland, JV at 4 p.m., varsity at 7 p.m., home games.
Track and field varsity area meet, Thursday, April 10th. Top 4 qualifiers from district location to be determined. Thanks for watching, Mustangs. I'm Dylan Case.
I'm Dejon Thompson.
And thank you for watching the Coach's Office. Now on to David with the weather.
Howdy, Mustangs. Welcome back with weather. Saturday the 5th, low is 43, high is 60. Sunday the 6th, low is 39, high is 54. Monday the 7th, low is 45, high is 69. Tuesday the 8th, low is 50, high is 73. Wednesday the 9th, low is 56, high is 75. Thursday the 10th, low is 57, high is 81. Friday the 11th, low is 55, high is 83.
Well, I'm Dylan Case. And thank you for watching Mustang Report.